So I called up my dear mother the other night to discuss some things, and we get into a discussion about Bible things. And as usual, she tells me how I am deceived, ignorant, and I base salvation on legalism. I'm being legalistic with salvation. So I have to, as usual, rebuff her and tell her how she's completely wrong. And I tell her that, yeah, actually, I do base salvation on legalism. God has a holy spiritual law that we must follow if we want to have a pure heart and be saved and go to heaven someday. And I go into how Christians for the first 1900 years of Christianity all believed that a water baptism was necessary for the remission of sins. And that's not debatable. That's a fact. I have the historical documents, the quotes, which I'm going to post in this video below. Not the video, the description box below. So the debate is over. That's not debatable. But in usual, typical mother fashion, she has an answer for everything. She tries to tell me how there was a lot of ignorance back then. All those people, they were just ignorant. There was a lot of ignorance back then. And talk about the height of arrogance. She wants to sit there and tell me that she is smarter and more wiser than some of the most modest and humble people throughout human history. Okay, the early Christians and the early settlers of this country, of America, they were just ignorant. They didn't know what they were talking about with water baptism. Totally forgetting the fact that they were just passing on traditions that were passed, the tradition and knowledge that was passed on to them all the way back to the first century. So, as usual, had to rebuff mother, and just had to agree to disagree, as usual.